Okay, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. I'm going to try this one more time. I've gotten interrupted a couple of times here. Today's the 21st, August 2017. And this has to do with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and their campaign, I think, that they're running. That's the best way I can put it. And what this has to do with, evidently, the more I hear about this, is back in 2014, they issued a search warrant here. They came wheeling in here at 9 o'clock in the morning with a search warrant, and it was all because I had, or somebody had taken a picture of a chef friend of mine with a ham in his hands. And it was not a ham that had been cut into or sold or anything like that. And the caption below said that it had come from Baker's Green Acres, which there's really only two people on the entire planet that know if that is true or not, and that's me and my wife. And no one has asked us. And it's kind of crazy that they would issue a warrant, and it was signed by a food inspector, but we know for a fact that it was much, much higher up the chain of command at the MDA where it was authorized, because it's not done at the local level. And they did not execute the search warrant. It was a cold day. I asked them to wait until some of my friends came. They got bugged and they split. After it was over, I went and talked with the state police. I quickly realized that the state police had just been detailed to come here, and they really didn't understand what it was about when I told them that it was over a picture of a ham. They were quite disappointed in the Department of Agriculture for using them in that capacity. I have no record of any kind of fights or violence or anything like that. Nothing like that. So there was no reason for them to bring state police here for their safety, as they claimed. But, you know, on that note with the state police, I've had very good dealings with them. And what people need to realize that have posted negative things about the state police, I have nothing good to say about the Department of Agriculture. They produce nothing. State police produce patrols. They produce patrols. They are out on patrol. And when the going gets tough, that's who you run to. I know sometimes I don't like seeing them sitting on the side of the road and the highway. It's just where they sit. But they serve a function. They save lives. If you need to get peeled out of a car, believe me, that is the first person that's going to be there as a state policeman. They are first responders. They are pros, and they are highly, highly trained. My son is pursuing a career with the state police and went to the state police camp. I myself wanted to be a state policeman at one time. It was in my youth, and there was a policeman was killed, and I was too young to really handle that, and so I didn't do that. But ever since I started coming to Michigan, when I have seen the state police as a military person, I look at them and I think, you know, those guys have pride, they sit up straight, and the dealings that I've had with them have been good. And I just want people to know that I do not hold with these negative posts about the state police. And I've been going to say that for a long time. Maybe I'm just upset enough today to do it, but I got visited today by the Department of Agriculture. A local inspector and some woman from Lansing drove all the way up here to come visit me, and they wanted to come in and do an inspection. And they showed up no notice, and it smelled. It's fishy. They said it was random or that it was routine, but there's nothing routine about it. All right. Ever since this thing started, they've claimed that I haven't paid my fees. Then they claim that I haven't, that I refused an inspection, which I never have. And now they are claiming it's just routine. So they seem to just change their story every week. And it seems as though their agenda is to come on to my property for some reason, which I already have my license in hand. If they want to come on my property, I guess they can get a search warrant. I don't know what they'd be searching for this time, but it seems like they have an agenda, and I'm frankly a little sick of it. I'm making this video for documentation purposes. So if we have to go back to this and, you know, get dates or times or anything like that. It was 10 o'clock this morning when they showed up here. They showed up on the east driveway over here. We were working. And I just want to tell people that it's really disruptive. You know, we are not bureaucrats. We don't get paid just to show up here at the farm. We only get paid if we produce. And we were in the midst of production. And these guys show up and burned a couple hours of our time. Plus they disrupted my family, terribly disrupted my family. And I don't appreciate it. And I more than don't appreciate it, I think it's harassment. I believe they are harassing me, and I believe that it's more of this retribution over the feral swine thing. Because there's clearly linkage between the search warrant and the feral swine thing. And then there's clearly linkage between the search warrant and this inspection. I mean, they just won't put it down. We're a family farm. We are doing nothing more than processing chickens for people. We have never made anybody sick. We've never done anything wrong. We've never done anything that we were told to stop, right? But they have this thing where they just want to come on my property. And it bothers me a little bit. As you know, back in 2014, we caught 2 conservation officers on our property without a warrant. And now I just don't know what that was all about. My senator wasn't interested in that, and even my representative in Washington wasn't interested in that. So I'm not sure what the deal is on that, but I'm a little I don't know. I just not too happy about this whole situation. As I've told you, I don't plan to pursue this license next year. And if they take it away from me right now, I really don't care. I really don't want to partner with these people anymore.